You found the best in Michigan State sports coverage, SpartanMag.com. Subscribe today to SpartanMag.com and get 50% off the annual rate. That's just 15 cents per day. The 50% off deal is valid now until the Michigan game on October 30th. So don't go another day without SpartanMag.com's complete, unmatched coverage and analysis of Michigan State football, basketball, and recruiting. No one takes you inside the program like SpartanMag.com's Jim Comparoni and Paul Konadike, whether it's on campus or around the country. Spartan Mag has covered 19 bowl games, 70 NCAA tournament games, and 8 Final Fours. No one breaks it down like SpartanMag.com. We bring daily recruiting coverage to a loyal community of Michigan State fans at the Underground Bunker message board. Now is the time to get on board. Go to SpartanMag.com, look for the red breaking tab at the top of the page, and get started to get 50% off your subscription to SpartanMag.com, your source for Michigan State sports coverage and recruiting.
I'm gonna sell my game a lot, just taking bumps, taking contact, and also boxing out. Boxing out is a big thing in the Big Ten, I feel like, and it's gonna help me prepare for that more at this level. It's been fun because I want to get out and run, and like that's what we're kind of predicated on, getting out in transition first before we set up. So I feel like it's gonna be fun this season. Really just my thinking in the game, just making sure I'm in the field room, making sure I'm seeing plays that I could have made if I didn't make that on film, and also just working on my shot. I feel like that can never be too good. Working on my shot, working on my handling, just working on that every day. So, I would say Gabe. I've been knowing Gabe for a long time, really back from AAU days. So I've been knowing him, and I've just been watching his intensity, how he comes to work every day, and I feel like it's benefited me. I don't feel like it's a certain spot where I'm just most comfortable at. I feel like I could do both well, and I'm just prepared for whatever coach needs me to do. Good. We got here in May, so we've been here for a while, and we hang out all the time. Me, Max, Pierre, Peter as the freshman class, we hang out. We go to each other's apartments, watch movies, go out to eat. So we got good camaraderie. I feel like it helped me tremendously. Just how our practices were there, I feel like it kind of translated well to how our practices are here, and it got me ready for this level. And looking back on it, I feel like it definitely helped me a lot, and I'm happy it happened that way. Definitely, I appreciate it a lot because me coming in as a freshman, I feel like having a summer is very key just to kind of get acclimated with everybody. And last year they didn't get to have that, so I feel like that kind of reflected on the season. And this year I feel like we won't have that problem. I think I've been defending pretty well, bringing energy. I've been shooting the ball pretty well as of late, and but defense I feel like has been the best right now. I think getting on and running, I think we have a lot of athletes kind of to get out and run, push the ball. So I think that would be something that we'll do well. And shooting, I feel like we'll be definitely a much better shooting team than last year.
Yeah, the culture is definitely what I expected growing up, seeing all these Michigan State games as a young child, watching these games. It's definitely what I expected, the culture, really blue-collar, hard-nosed type stuff. And Coach Izzo just really preached to me just the transition that you have to make from high school to college basketball. It's a lot different, strength, speed, the game in general. So I've been really trying to learn, watch a lot of film with him and all the other coaches and players. So I'm just trying to make sure that I make a smooth transition. That's something he's helped me with for sure. And all those pros coming back, alumni, it was amazing. You ask them so many questions just about their time here and their time after here. You just gain so much knowledge about what they did and how you can progress in that sort of sense, and just ask them as many questions as you can just to gain as many knowledge in terms of their time here and their time after here. The people I went to the most were probably Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and Gary Harris, mostly because I feel like they're sort of my position-ish. We're sort of similar players in a way, in shooting and in just positions that we played here and in the pros. So those are people that I sort of went to with their shooting techniques, shooting practices, off the court, all types of stuff. So I'd say those three mostly. I'm really confident. I've put in so much work in my shot just all my life, so there's no reason for me to not be confident in my shot. I've worked on it so much that I'm just super confident naturally just in my jump shot, and so all that work and preparation has led to my confidence being high in my jump shot for sure. Certainly, I think I'm not really necessarily surprised because I've really worked hard on my body, but seeing the results really come through is something that's really happy for me to see the results come through. Me being more stronger, leaner, more defined, and stuff like that. So I think my progress in the weight room has been immense. Just building my strength and just in general just becoming a stronger player. So I'm not really surprised, but I definitely worked hard for it, and it's really good to see these results. Just in general, being more physical on the basketball court in general, and that just comes from the weight room. I know in high school I wouldn't say I was necessarily soft, but I was maybe not as physical as I am here now, especially in these practices, especially in this culture too. It sort of just makes you physical in general with all the culture that goes around here and all the hard nose and all the banging that we do with each other. But I think the weight room has definitely helped with that for sure. Especially for me, Jaden, Pierre, and even Peter, we've all built, we're all going through this together for the first time, so we're really trying to help each other out. We've built a good chemistry together off the court and on the court especially. So we're just trying to help each other through this whole process, make sure that we're having fun in the process as well. It's definitely different for sure, but you get used to it as these practices go on, all the constant running and the fast pace that we play at. But I think it definitely suits me and my game in general, just being fast paced, running my wing, running my lane, and doing whatever I need to do to win the game. Shot selection is a great point. I know shot selection is really, really important, especially at this level where possessions are really valued, turnovers are really valued. So you need to make sure you're taking the right shots. Some things that are definitely different is just the physicality in general. In high school you may have gotten a little bit more calls than you would here, especially in the Big Ten for sure. So just being able to stay physically ready and just making sure that I'm taking the right shots at the right time, and I'm confident enough to take those shots when they need to be shot. I know he believes in my shooting, and of course he'll let me know if it's a bad shot, it's a bad shot. It's mostly just if I'm in rhythm, if I'm comfortable with where I'm shooting at, and if he knows I can make that jump shot. So I would say he's pretty comfortable with me shooting that shot, and if that ever changes, he'll obviously let me know, and we'll go from there. I'm sure there's some expectations set by people, pressure externally, but I don't really think of it as pressure. I more think of it as goals that I could set for myself, just in general. I know people are going to have their own expectations of me from the outside, but from the inside, I'm just focused on myself and my team, winning as many games as possible, and I'll do whatever I need to do to win as many games as possible, whether that's score 10 points, 20 points, 5 points, 10 rebounds, whatever it may be. I'm not really focused on, the expectations from the outside of what people want me to do. I just need to do what needs to be done to win the game.
I think Coach Izzo really has helped me, keep that adrenaline going, keep that energy going for me, and just being around his presence is definitely an eye opener and definitely a source to have a lot of energy. So I think he's helped me in that regard. Definitely, I feel like I'm definitely running the floor better for sure. I feel like I'm getting in a lot better shape than I was when I was in high school. But I say just having the just running and I don't know, just running. I say running and things I have to pick up on. I say my defense is definitely getting better, but definitely it's definitely gotten a lot better for sure. So what we've been preaching is just standing on our feet, not jumping into closeouts, and just trying not to get refused by ball screens. And I feel like every practice I'm getting better and better at it every day. So I've been working on just trying to stay engaged and trying to stay focused on trying to be a better defender, because that's what the school prides itself on is defense. Definitely say Joey, Gabe, and Max probably. I definitely had a big adjustment coming in because I did come in a little late rather than the other freshmen. But I say when I came in, I stayed laser focused and I started picking up on stuff pretty quickly. But it was definitely an adjustment for sure, the speed and the way that we had to play defense and stuff like that. But I think I've adjusted pretty well. My goal is I definitely want to lose more weight, but I say that I've definitely lost a lot of weight. I'm moving a whole lot better, a whole lot quicker, and I feel like me staying I feel like I'm motivated to lose weight because I feel like I want to be out on the floor. I want to be playing. So I think once I get to the weight that I want to get to, I feel like I'll be perfect. I say around 225, 220 area. I say that area is right around the great stages for me because just moving, being able to check quick guards and just being able to stay in front of people and also move fast on the floor. I'll say that's the key area for me. Definitely AJ. I feel like AJ went through a lot last year, especially coming in and then having to deal with COVID. And he knows from last year because I think he had to lose a lot of weight too. So definitely learning from him how to manage my life and on the floor and off the floor. And he's been a great teammate for sure.